Let's get messy.
I love that you are doing like the intros now because
It's like
I have to do them all the time. So
we're here with Fylisha Cruz, and my name is Zell Aston today. Sometimes it could be Lee Cummings, and sometimes it could
I'll
be
still refer to him as Lee.
That's
even though
fine.
He keeps telling me Zell because
your family.
yeah. It's just how
It is what it is. Wait, we got to talk about one thing really quickly.
Okay.
Had a wonderful night with you and your husband and Louie, and people don't know who Louie is, but they will eventually. We went to a comedy show.
We did.
We sat right in front. It was wonderful. Comedy is definitely your thing. It's my thing too as well, but I love comedians. But you just kind of opened the world up of just getting out of the house in Las Vegas, not drinking, not gambling, and going to a show. So explain, how did you get into comedy and why do you like it so much?
So it's interesting. I really just kind of grew, right? I've always loved comedy movies. That's been a thing. All the Adam Sandler movies growing up. I mean, Rush Hour. I mean, anything that would make me laugh. Even we've talked about Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
I love Too Fast, Too Furious because it was so funny.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. That's how I cope with things. Even, when people pass away and things like that, like I deal with grief by laughing.
Yeah.
Enjoying life, what's here, So that's always been kind of me in general.
Absolutely.
And then, so I've always liked movies, and I never really got into, I would say, comedy in the last probably 6 to 8 years, really into it. It really started because of Kevin Hart, believe it or not, which
Really?
I actually don't even really like him that much anymore.
Really?
But it all started there. Actually, a while back. That was before me and Justin were even together. This was when he started taking off and he was making like the movies.
Before Soul Plane, or was it after Soul Plane? Because I remember I wrote a script for Kevin. I mean, not actually for him, but for a vehicle if he were ever to read it, or like a Ryan Reynolds / Kevin Hart movie that I wrote called Wrecking Crew, which is not the normal Wrecking Crew with Jason Momoa. But anyway, like I love his old stuff. I mean, Kevin's changed a lot, for sure. Yeah. But I do like him as a comedian too as well.
It was definitely like in the beginning stages for him. Like as he was growing as like a comedian, he had a lot of like little bits and stuff that were super popular. I mean, me and my sister were the ones into it. And we'd like watch like his stand up. We would, watch the movies on repeat. And we even had like some of those little sayings as ringtones.
Oh, really?
That's how like much we were into it, and we thought it was so funny, and like I've just always loved that. But he was kind of the start into like the comedian like stand-up style. And then I actually got tickets to go see him, and I tried to get my sister to go. I bought us tickets, right?
Now, where was this when you saw? Because I saw him in Reno.
I was in Chicago. We went and seen him in Chicago.
Oh, you did? Okay.
This is when I still lived in Iowa.
Okay.
So I bought tickets to see him in Chicago, and my sister bailed on me. And I actually ended up taking Justin, which is what started the comedy thing for us together. And so we went and seen him, and then we went and seen a couple different people together. And we went up to Minneapolis and seen Joe Rogan, and like it just kind of grew from there. And then when we moved to Denver, we started going to the Comedy Works, which is really fun. Yeah. And we've seen bigger comedians. We've seen Joey Diaz. Okay. So like it just kind of grew from there. And what's crazy is like when it comes to famous people, I don't know anybody.
Yeah,
you know
like,
that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to comedians, if they're good, I know them.
Okay.
And
that's dope.
And they don't even have to be big. I mean, we seen David Jolly. Most people didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, he's funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Really good.
But yeah, so it just kind of grew from there. And then now that when we moved here, I would say it like grew even more. We watched Kill Tony on a regular basis. Yeah. And now we know more of what good comedy is. Mm-hmm. Not dad jokes,
right.
not,
pooping jokes and
yeah. That's not funny. Like we want real like
story,
good comedy. Yeah. Stuff that like, you have to think a little bit, not just the surface level.
Oh yeah.
And so it just kind of took off from there, and we actually we learned of David Jolly because of Kill Tony. We were watching that, and Cam Patterson is his nephew, who started first on Kill Tony as a regular. Okay. And he was really funny and just a likable guy. Yeah. And then his uncle came on, and we were like, okay, this dude is awesome. And so when we seen that he was coming, I was like, I have to. And at first I thought Justin wasn't going to be able to go, and then he was able to go, and we got a whole group together, and it was great.
Yeah, it was me, you, Russell, Justin, and Louie. Yeah, it was awesome. I typically don't like to sit. I mean, what was the place called again? Because people have to know.
Oh, Wiseguys.
So Wiseguys
is actually owned by Pauly Shore.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That's dope. So Wiseguys, if you guys don't know, if you're in the Vegas area, you can have dinner because there's a movie theater there at AMC. There's also a nice Italian restaurant that I took a date there like 5 years ago or something like that, but it was not worth it.
Wasn't worth the food or wasn't worth the date?
Both. Both weren't very good. But if you're into comedy, this is a nice, to explain to you a little bit how the venue looks. She's been there plenty of times, but I can explain it because I just went there. I like it because you don't feel like, when I saw Kevin Hart in Reno, even though my seat was, the first seat in front and stuff like that, and some cool seats, it just didn't feel really authentic. This is super cozy. They've got people coming around for drinks and food or whatever, like kind of bar food or whatever. It was nice. It was a very nice night because we were like right there.
Yeah, oh yeah, we were in the front row.
Yeah, and I like how we're on the side. Yeah, I like that. That's got to be our spot.
Not as much of a target on the side.
Yeah, but it was nice because on the side, they talk to you a little bit, but they're mainly trying to pick people out of the crowd. If they do.
They didn't really at that show.
Yeah, they didn't. And I felt like really comfortable. My anxiety went up a little bit, like, okay, every single time I go somewhere, someone's going to say something. And they typically, that's their job. They're comedians. I mean, some are funny and some are. The problem is that the reason why I have a little bit of anxiety is because some of the comedians, and please don't come for me in the comments because I know how hard comedy is. My buddy Kenny Kane is a comedian. He opened for, what's that guy's name? Dana Carvey or something like that or whatever. But yeah, I know comedy's super tough. I've read some comedy books about writing it and stuff like that. And I'm not saying I'm pro because I'm not. But it's neat to see. But when the bad ones are like picking on you, or I just feel so bad because I'm like, you're not that funny right now and you're picking on me, but that's okay. But and I just get a little anxiety. Like, is it that funny if you'd be picking on somebody right now? Now, other people like Chappelle.
I like that part of it, but if they're good. If they're
yes,
not good,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
my sarcasm's going to come out, and then it's just not going to be. I've never had that experience yet, but I just know how I am. That's why I've ended up with tickets when I get pulled over by cops, because if you're stupid, I have to respond.
Right.
And that's just my natural instinct. Right.
That's exactly it. Yeah. No, it's great. And there was comedy over there, but there's also comedy in our row because Justin had he had shaved his beard. Yeah, see the look on her face? It's great. Anytime a man shaves something like that, she's like, no, that's not happening right now. I looked at poor Justin over there and stuff like that. I was like, what do you think, Liam? Like, it looks great. She's like, no, absolutely not. You're out of here, Justin, if you do that again. Sorry, Justin. I had I'm not saying he's going to look at this or not, but anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't watch it.
But that comedy was great to see you guys going back and forth about he had shaved the beard, he had the mustache only and a little bit of stubble. I thought it looked great.
We had an interesting group. So it was me with 4 dudes. Mm-hmm. And then we also had 4 different, ethnicities.
Yeah.
Because we had Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah. Filipino. Yep.
And then we had
black,
and then white.
Yeah.
And
it was great.
Just a female sitting in the middle of these 4 dudes. And we were just waiting for someone to comment.
I'm surprised that nothing happened. Nobody said anything like, Miss, are you okay right now? Do you
feel safe?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, what was going on? He didn't say anything. No one said anything, but it was a fun time out. And if you're looking for a fun time, it was about an hour and a half, the show.
Yeah, I think that one went a little longer because it was the only one, but I think usually on average they're a little over an hour. Okay. Yeah, it was nice. It was a fun time. I would definitely can't wait to go back to see somebody else. I'd love to see Whitney Cummings. I've never seen her before because she's the same name as me, so and she's funny. Yeah. I actually seen her in Irvine. Really? At the Improv. Okay. There. And it was really good. It wasn't her normal stand-up because it wasn't like her normal rehearsed set. It was actually her working on things. Okay, kind of like David Jolly was, or is that his name David Jolly? Yeah, David Jolly. He was kind of working some stuff too as well. Yeah. It was funny. I like when they do that sometimes. Oh, yeah. It's good because you're not seeing the stuff that they've rehearsed. Yeah. You've probably heard bits and pieces, which he did a couple jokes that came from some of the stuff. Seen, yeah. Right. But it was really good. I think it was really good. Yeah. Even the stuff that bombed was good. Yeah, I mean, he was funny. He was on his phone, and I've seen that before. My buddy was in San Francisco. I forget what it's called.
Improv or something like that. Dave Chappelle always, because he lived in San Francisco for such a long time, he's not there anymore, but we would go in hopes of seeing him. And I remember the night I was supposed to go, my buddy Romus Reese went, and he's like, dude, Dave showed up, and they kicked everybody out. And Dave just went on for like 4 hours. I mean, and it was funny, and no one wanted to leave. People were hungry, like, I gotta leave, I want to go, but no one left. Nobody moved a muscle, because when Dave came in, it was a surprise. We've got Dave Chappelle, everybody else is bumped, and everyone was gone, But even other comedians sat and and they were laughing their asses off. They're like, they didn't care. It was fucking Dave Chappelle.
I mean, he's a legend.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. I mean, his storytelling ability, it's like he's Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, anybody else you want to name, but he's just the way he tells his stories, and he's so smart. Mm-hmm. He's very intelligent. I mean, beyond. In his comedy, you can just tell how he just does it. So when you see legends like that, the GOAT, doing his thing, you're in awe. I've never seen him before. I want to see Dave Chappelle.
Oh, he's on my list, but the problem is I don't know if I'll ever get a chance because I don't want to see him in an arena.
I don't either. See, that's the thing. I don't either. That's what was so great about the San Francisco Improv. It was smaller than the one that we went to for the comedy club here. And it was just, my buddy saw him. He was like, it's super intimate. So like, talking about a room maybe twice the size of this, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe 3 times the size maybe, but just intimate.
And it makes such a difference with comedy. Like once you get into a big arena, yeah, it can still be good. Like we seen Joe Rogan again when we moved here.
Okay.
And he had Tony Hinchcliffe.
Okay.
He had Brian Sampson,
okay.
and he had someone else, and I'm blanking.
Okay.
But anyways, we seen him, and it was
it
an
big
arena.
or small? Oh, arena.
And it was in an arena, and that was the last one I'll ever go to in an arena. I shouldn't say ever, but like most likely, I'm not going to pay for tickets to go to an arena show.
That's when they're really abs. You know what? Okay,
yeah.
Quick thought, and this is like it's not a non sequitur per se, because it's more of a stream of thought. But remember the old comedian? What about Dane Cook? Why did Dane Cook not survive? I like Dane Cook. You didn't like him? At the time,
he was okay back in the day.
Yeah.
He was okay.
Yeah.
So, and here's why I say he's okay, because he was in that like new comedy form, kind of stand up.
And
era,
he was doing arenas too. I mean,
it was kind of new.
Yeah.
I didn't really fully understand or appreciate comedy like I do now.
Okay.
And I think he's just basic.
Yeah.
What about Bert Kreischer? He's the same.
Who's that? I don't know.
I just seen the look on your face.
Yeah.
He's a fat dude that takes off his shirt and does comedy, and he's okay, but it's like dad jokes. You know what I mean? And he's had a couple really good ones,
but it's not. Like Jim Gaffigan. That guy, pro. He's like the whole like he does the Hot Pockets. Have you seen that guy? Hot Pockets. I got a thing. He talks about the whole thing like, okay, I can see everybody sitting at the board of directors, and everyone's like, okay, you don't got any ideas? I got an idea. How about we get a tortilla and put a bunch of meat in it, and we dip it in the toilet, and we call it a Hot Pocket. So this is one of his jokes. I'm doing it bad, but if you've seen Jim Gaffigan, he's hilarious, and he's a pro, like you're talking about. Like the other guys, are just kind of doing their little shtick thing or whatever.
They have something that blows up. So Bert's a good example. So he attracts the same people that look like him, right? Okay. So like if he were to get in shape, he might not have the same crowd anymore. Okay. He has the beer drinkers,
right?
The people that look like my brother-in-law,
okay.
like that is.
But more so than the other guy was Larry the Cable Guy.
Kind of similar,
like that,
but
like
less redneck.
Okay.
No redneck.
Larry Cable Guy was fucking hilarious. He's pretty dope.
And he is. He is super funny. Yeah. I honestly think he's funnier than Bert. But
was Bert, now who's the other guy that has he did the movie about about his real life. He's hilarious as hell.
That's him, yeah.
Oh, that's the guy?
Yeah, that's who I think is.
Did you ever see his movie?
Yeah.
Oh, the movie was pretty dope.
It was good to go with a joke, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So that's the guy you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's made a whole career.
Oh no, I'm not saying.
No, I'm not saying you're saying anything. I'm just like in my mind, like
my opinion.
Yeah,
he's
not a strong
talked
comedian.
about this actually on the last podcast we did together with your opinions on how things look. This is just my opinion of comedy.
No, I like your opinion. I'm saying I'm right with you. I'm just saying like in my head, I'm like, man, I would love to make a career just out of like some of these guys have done, where he is funny, but it's more situational. And like you said, he's got a lot of beer drinkers, stuff like that, you know, and taking his shirt off and doing his thing. But he's made a great career out of it.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, and it's great if anybody loves him. I actually did see him.
Yeah,
we went and seen him when we first moved here at the Virgin. Yeah. And it was good. It's
not Dave Chappelle level.
I just don't fit with those people that are his fans. You know what I mean?
Like,
I'm just not that person, which is fine. Yeah. Like I said, it's subjective to all of us on how we feel about things. Yeah. And like, I just don't relate to the comedy, and I think it's too dad jokey for me. Okay. So like, that is just kind of where I sit with him. Mm-hmm. It's not that I don't think he can continue to grow as success. I think he has a network of people that absolutely love and adore him. Yeah,
but I think you're right. I think that a lot of, and like I said, I don't know that much about comedy. I just know what I like you do too as well. And I agree with you. I think that the stronger comedians that are like the Kevin Harts or the Dave Chappelles or the Jamie Foxxes, they're talking about things that we all kind of go through. Mm-hmm. And it's not like one side, like, well, if you're not dad joke and you're not, you know, overweight or whatever, or drinking all the time or whatever, then I'm not going to know what you're talking about. But like Chappelle is like, hello, Dave. It's like, okay, what's going, you know, you've been in San Francisco or whatever. Dave is just, he's just, you know, he's not just situational. He's like, whatever's happening right now, he's putting that pulse and going to show you why that's his interesting turn on that and make you think about it intellectually. Like,
and that's what I like. I like to be able to think about it, and like, it takes, like, sometimes it takes you a second or two to understand a joke if it's real deep, you know what I mean? But like, it has such more meaning to it. Yeah. Have you are you familiar with Ron White?
No, I don't think I am.
He's another goat out there too.
Really?
Really, really good. And we actually got to see him on accident at a smaller club.
Really?
In Austin. And we just decided to go to we were traveling through, because of course we're buying a car.
Right.
That's what we do. And so we're traveling back with the wagon, actually. We just got it in
2 months ago?
Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
This is a little while ago.
Okay.
And so we went through Austin because we love barbecue and comedy, and what's there now? Comedy
and film.
And so we went to Rogan's Club, the mothership. Okay. And we went to Tony Hinchcliffe's. It was Tony Hinchcliffe and Friends show. And Ron White just happened to be there.
Really?
Same with Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis is dope.
Yeah, and we got to see both of them.
Really?
All in that show.
That's crazy.
Kind of a surprise.
Like a normal, like a Wise Guy.
You don't know who's going to be there. Yeah, just like a Wiseguys. It's only a little bit smaller, actually.
Was it really? Mm-hmm. That's dope. That's really, really cool.
It was good. And it was like one of those things, like, we both wanted, like, Ron White was on our list, like on our bucket list, kind of like Chappelle. And it was just like, holy crap, that happened without even having to like plan it.
That's so cool. That's so cool. You know, I want to also say too as well, I kind of rate bathrooms around. I can't really rate bathrooms here in Vegas.
So random.
That completely. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about it because the bathrooms were immaculate at Wiseguys. Because typically when you go to San Francisco, you know, well, I'm not going to talk too much about that, but it's just, they're dirty and they're just filthy. And you're not doing nothing. But here, what I like about Las Vegas is that you can never be caught at a bad bathroom anywhere in Las Vegas, you guys, because we have so many.
It depends. Okay. I wouldn't say anywhere.
Well, okay, that's true.
You go to the gas
I'm not going
station. It's not usually that great.
Unless you go to Terribles. Terribles typically
depends on which one it is.
I know,
I've
been
in one that was really bad.
Okay. Well, generally, I think, but you're right. You can't, but it's not like, because California.
I will say overall with the tourism, yes, most bathrooms are pretty
because you have a lot of, I mean, the thing is that you always have some kind of casino around, you know, and you can always just go in there. But in Cali, forget about it.
You can't even use the bathroom in most places there.
That's what I want to say. That's all I'm trying to say. It is, first off, they don't, even at gas stations now, they shut stuff down. I almost peed myself traveling to LA from Vegas because they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, well, how do you use the bathroom, sir? Working at this establishment. Oh, we have one, but we're not going to let you use it.
No, you just, you don't need it, but I just bring toilet paper and pee on the side of the road because, exactly. I mean, the homeless people do.
I know. Well, that's, I'm thinking the same exact thing.
I think a few people have probably seen my butt on the highway. It's fine.
Yeah. It's fine. But it is what it is at this point. But sorry for that randomness, but I try to, back in Cali.
They do have nice bathrooms.
They do.
in the Wiseguys.
It was nice. I mean, I was like, I'm like, okay, I can mess with this place. This was really nice. I don't know about the food so much, but
it's like bar food. So
yeah.
I mean, I've had the like artichoke dip.
Okay,
it was okay.
It was okay. Yeah. That's all that matters. I mean, they're not going there for like the great cuisine. Wait, time out. I'm gonna go backwards. You love barbecue. Give me your barbecue spot here. I only have one because you told me before. You and Justin said I gotta try this one spot.
Oh, John Mule's.
Where's that?
So it's kind of like North Las Vegas.
Okay.
It's like on one of those like horse properties. Like how like in the middle of the city we have like
like
properties.
Nellis and stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah, like it's not in Nellis.
Okay.
It's like north.
Okay.
Right above like the strip, kind of, I think.
All right.
I'd have to look on the map just to be sure, but yeah, it's like a horse property that they have like a barbecue restaurant.
Really?
I would recommend ordering ahead and picking it up to go because the line gets really, really long.
Oh, really?
But they give you a lot of food. I got the burnt ends, which were really good. I love burnt ends.
Yeah, I do too.
And then Justin got the beef rib, which is the only place that we have found here that does like the big beef rib.
Really?
But to be honest, I didn't think it was as great because we've had it in Texas.
Okay.
And you can't beat Texas barbecue for one.
Yeah.
And for two, they put some kind of sauce on it, which I think if you put sauce on the meat, it's covering it up, right?
Yeah,
like
with the rub and stuff like that.
That just shows that you didn't cook it right because you shouldn't need that. So
there's another place I was telling you guys to check out because I really want you to check out this. It's got crisp cut fries and it comes on a big platter like this, and then on top of that they have the brisket and the Louisiana sausage on top, and they put this God sauce on it, or you don't have to put any sauce. But but it's also macaroni and cheese underneath. On top.
You went to Hugo Barbecue yet?
Humo,
that's
yes,
yeah.
I did.
The
it's like Mexican
mac and cheese.
Dude, have you been there?
Yeah.
That place is bomb.
To
you. Yeah, I went. So I saw Humo way back in the day, but me and Russell, I think before you told me to go, you'd actually gone before me, and I finally went. Russell has not gone yet.
Oh yeah,
that place is
like they make the mac and cheese with the street corn with the brisket on top. Oh my god,
it's stupid
to die for.
It's like it's a black person and a Mexican person owned a restaurant.
They had a baby and made some good
food. That's exactly it. That place is bomb. Yeah, I mean, Humo Barbecue is. Yeah. Now, so how do you think about that?
Desserts?
No, I didn't.
So they have a banana churro dessert.
Stop.
It's like a banana pudding with like fresh, warm churros in it. Justin eats his and half of mine every single time.
Are you kidding me? But so out of like a 1 through 5 stars, it's five being the best, 5 stars. What do you reckon? What do you say that's at?
Oh, Humo?
Yeah,
it's definitely a 5 if you
want
that
so.
kid feed. That's my cheat meal choice.
Humo, sure. I mean, like, and you've been there multiple times. I've only been there once, and Russell's never been. So because he loves barbecue.
I've been there a lot.
You have?
Oh yeah, a lot.
It's delicious,
and it's never failed.
No, I mean, I had like the little. I mean, they had the burnt. That's why when you said the burnt ends, I'm like, wait a minute, time out, because I think that burnt ends
are good. Yeah, they have burnt ends. I always get the burnt ends, and then me and Justin split a mac and cheese.
Okay,
and then he gets tacos.
Yeah, I got tacos too. I had that before. Oh, delicious.
Yeah.
That place is
it's good.
Humo Barbecue. If you're out there, you guys could invite us, and we could actually set up and do like an actual thing there too as well. If you guys want to give us some food and stuff like that, we'll talk about you all day. But yeah, I mean, like that place is really ridiculously good. There's another place that I was talking about with the bed of crisp cut fries with the mac and cheese on top, with the brisket on top, with the Louisiana sausage. That place is called Jesse Ray's. Have you been to Jesse Ray's?
Oh, I've seen it. On it. Actually, no, we did go there.
You did.
You're not impressed.
Okay.
Not impressed.
Okay.
I liked John Mule's because they got like a real smoker and like it's a butcher shop. Like it's a legit like barbecue. Okay. You know what I mean? And like a lot of these other places, it's not. Like, where are they barbecuing? Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Fox's out in Boulder City's good too.
Okay.
So the similarities between that and then the John Mule's one, they do the honey cornbread. So at Fox's, they do it in like a cake style. It's good, but at John Mule's, we found out that they do it in pancake style, which is like nice and flat. And oh my God, it's amazing. It's so good.
Are you kidding me?
Not kidding. You have to get extra. Like, it's so good.
Oh, man, these places are just too much. Like like I said, Humo, you guys, I was very impressed. It came up on my feed a long time ago, and then you had told me about it, and I remembered it, and then I went without Russell because I was out of that film school that I had before, and me and a parent went with their kid, Uncle Frankie and his dad. We went and we just looked at each other, and I said, "Guys, this looks ridiculous. It's really that good." And like you said before, Mexican black person have a baby, the food is ridiculous. I mean. Their mac and cheese was.
Now, I've been to a Mexican Italian place here, and that was disgusting. I don't recommend they make a baby and make food.
That don't even seem right. You know, a place we should go. We should go sometime, and then talk about it because we could start talking about food as well on here because we love food. But we should.
I could talk about food.
Yeah, I could talk about all day, and that's a great thing. There's a place. It's like first off, going back up a little bit, there's a chicken and waffle place here called Lolo's.
Okay.
A little bit expensive but it's pretty good. But it's not as good as Roscoe's Roscoe's Waffle and Chicken House or whatever in like L.A. or Oakland, because that place is ridiculous. And we don't have a Waffle House here, but Roscoe's I think is better than Waffle House. Please don't fight me for that because I never had I've had Waffle House before in Florida, but like it's not Roscoe's. Roscoe's.
I've never had any of these because I'm not big on like fried chicken.
No, but I like waffles. I don't know why, but the waffles are like really like a cinnamon. The Roscoe's waffles and chicken, I just eat their waffles and like their eggs, but there's like cinnamon. It's like Fylisha is good, and they're like skinny too. It's delicious. You're not gonna not like it. But
Have you ever had Houston's?
No, is that here?
Yeah. So Houston's, what is it? Houston's. Shoot, I don't know. I just call it Houston's.
Okay.
But anyways, so they do like chicken strips, right?
Okay.
And like they use really good quality chicken, but they do a chicken and waffle. And
on chicken strips?
So it's like chicken strips and then waffles.
That's great.
And the waffles are like the Belgium waffles with the little crystals of sugar in them. So like when you bite into it, you can taste the little crystals.
Where's this place?
There's a few of them actually.
There is?
Yeah. There is. There's one over in Green Valley. That'd be the closest one to you.
Okay.
But it's good. I think it's went downhill personally since they started opening more locations. Okay. But it's still good. And yeah, I think you should try them if you like those other places. I think that would be really up there because the quality in there, what they use for oil and all of that stuff. We watched a whole YouTube video on it. And
Wait, I've seen
clean.
Houston's before. There might be one by my house. Wait, is it like?
It's not by your house. The closest one would probably be in Green Valley.
But is it like like when it says Houston's, is it like in red or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen that place before.
Houston's Hot Chicken?
Yes, that's what that's what it's called.
Hot chicken.
I don't know where I was, but I was really gonna try it. But you're right, I was not near my house, but I did see Houston's Hot Chicken, and I didn't know they actually had breakfast there. I just thought there was.
It's not breakfast.
Oh, it's not. But it's
just
chicken
still, and waffles.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like.
I'm looking it up. I don't have my phone anyway.
But that's what I used to order there because Justin liked the waffle. So he could get the sandwich, and then I would get the strips, and then he'd eat the waffle.
You're making me hungry right now. Well, I don't know why I like food. Maybe this inside of me, there's this big person. Well, I know why because
I think everyone does. It's a sensation.
It is.
Right? It makes you feel good.
Yeah, it does.
And if you're really into it, you get really picky and then you're like, I need to have this. You know what I mean? But I think what people miss is like a lot of people have a problem with food and they don't think it's an addiction, which it is.
Yeah.
That feel-good feeling isn't necessarily something you should chase all the time, right? Like, we can't be eating cinnamon rolls every single day.
You know what? You didn't have to do all that. You didn't have to do that.
No. But it's true, right? Yeah. So, like, I actually posted a picture at the beginning of the week. Over the weekend, I made homemade pizza rolls. Mm-hmm. And then Justin made some steaks, and I made, like, a dessert cinnamon roll pizza thing. Okay. And not good for you, right? The steaks are, but like the rest of it's not good. It's overload on carbs and fat. And so we ate that, and then like I don't do that all the time. Right. So when I took my picture on Monday morning, I didn't look like I ate like crap all weekend. Right. You know, so it's all about like that balance, right? That you don't let it be the majority of what you eat. You don't need to chase it all the time. I don't need to have that every single week. Right. But I can have it when I want it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And it's not going to change your physique. You have a very good regimen. You work out all the time. You look great. So, And that's what people need to start chasing the feeling of like, okay, I mean, I try to do it like, do I deserve, not do I deserve it, but like, did I work hard enough to have this little piece, you know?
And that's another, but that also, if you frame it that way, now you feel like you have to work for it. And then if anytime you do work, you think you deserve it, which isn't the case.
Right.
Because just because you were good all week doesn't mean that you can just
Mess
on
up.
Saturday completely blow it
Oh
up
no,
with
I'm just saying
alcohol
one
and
time.
junk
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
But like that's a frame of mind that I feel like people take a lot, is like, oh, I worked hard, so I deserve this. Not necessarily.
Right.
You can
Within
treat
reason,
yourself
to one. Yes,
occasionally,
yes.
But not every single week. Just because you put work in, do you deserve it? Just
Right.
because you go to work every single day doesn't mean that you deserve a raise at the end of the week. Right. Like
Right.
same thing.
Right. No, I that's definitely for sure. I feel like for me, when I say like, do I deserve it? It's more of like, I look at like calorically, because you have to be smart about it, because you cannot chase a bad diet, no matter how much you work out, it's just not possible. Because once you start to understand, and it's a lot of it for me, understanding when I was younger, being a trainer and stuff like that, like a lot of things just happened because I was young. And you really understand those as you get older. I'm chasing 55, in the next couple of months. You have to look at, all right, how do I feel, and how will this make me feel? Do I need this right now? And you're right. You can't have, because you can overly just mess up the whole week just with like a whole bad day.
Oh, for sure.
That's
you're
done.
Why you should never do a bad day. Just because you have something doesn't mean the whole day is gone. Like, that's not the case.
Right.
I think, and the other thing too is to think that you need a lot of something.
Yeah.
We can have a small little amount. A piece of candy isn't going to ruin your whole week.
No.
A bag might.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I do a little bit of dark, like a cup piece of dark chocolate before I hit the bed or whatever. But
there's nothing wrong with that.
And that kind of like gives me like, okay, I got a little something sugary, And also too, a lot of things for me is that those drinks like, the Zevias and the Mios, those really help satiate you have to figure out things for yourself about how do I get satiated to feel like I've got a little something inside my tank.
You find little like ways to feel that feeling if you're struggling with it, right? Like, which a lot of people do. A lot of people, I can push past it a lot more than other people.
Yeah, you do.
I can say no, but like a lot of people have that sweet tooth, right?
Yes.
Mine's a little bit more of a savory. Like if I was picking a cinnamon roll or a steak, I'm picking a steak all freaking day, and like that's just because that's what I like.
Yeah, Justin and I know. We saw you took a little piece of your thing, you ate it, and Justin ate yours, and he had another one, and I had two as well. So yeah, I was like, how in the world are you doing this, Fylisha, now?
But you throw 5 ribeyes on the table and eat 2
done.
of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can overeat on that stuff too. Like
Absolutely.
I can easily overeat on protein and fat by eating too much steak.
Right.
And so it's really just a balance, and it's knowing yourself and then understanding portion control. You can have a little bit, but you don't need it all.
Yeah. I found for me, because I have sometimes tough time sleeping when I'm doing a little bit of a gummy with THC, I've figured out now I gain a lot of weight when I eat when I take my THC before I go to bed and I'm watching TV. If I'm still up, and so when I'm still up, I'm watching TV or something like that, just before the night's over, then I go, I'm kind of hungry, because that's what it does. And so it messes me up. So now I figured out it's so funny with the gummies, I'll take them right before. I'm taking them and then I'm laying down. That's the only way I can make it. Because if I'm up watching TV, and even though I might fall asleep, I'm going to be like, I'm hungry now. And they give patients, when they have cancer and stuff like that, they give them THC and stuff like that. So it does stoke your hunger, to help you eat.
Which some people need that.
Yeah, absolutely. But for me,
most people don't.
Yeah, I'm like, my butt needs to be in bed and sleep, not think about, looking around.
Well, and the thing about edibles too is it makes you a little bit more stationary. Like you don't want your body so relaxed that you don't want to move more.
Yeah.
So now you're just sitting there and you're just eating, not thinking about it.
You are, but you're not.
And the next thing you know, that whole bag's gone.
Trust. I know. I know. I really know. That's interesting. But knowing, just knowing how you are, if you can really, dive deep and do some soul searching with yourself, I know that it's not a good deal for me to, even though I said, I'm going to go to bed early, and I've been going to bed really early. I'm really proud of myself because I was really a night owl back in the day, the younger I was, and just staying up for whatever reason and going to bed at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, you were doing like video games late at night too, weren't you?
Yeah, well, a little bit. Yeah, I was gaming with the guys and stuff like that, and getting my stuff done, but But I was waking up late, and I didn't like that. So now I'm up a lot earlier because when you text me like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Like I'm actually up, and just kind of developing different habits.
About 4 a.m. text anymore.
They don't. I'm like, I can't believe it too. I see some well, it's not you, but it's a machine popping it up. But you are up at that time about 4:30. You're up, working out. By 4:30 you're probably at the gym. I know that, right?
Well, actually, I changed it up a little bit. I'm usually walking the dog at that time, and then I go to the gym with Justin.
But still, whoop-de-doo, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm still up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're still up. So no, that's wonderful. I want to talk about switch our little. Just to kind of like not really, you bought something really interesting. It's on the table. I'm going to bring this up because I love gadgets, and we're going to put up a link at some point for this. You got this, and we are going to start,
I'm not going to open it because I struggled with it really bad, but.
Tell the story. So for me, I know, so for people who are her age, I'm not going to ask, but you're like 28 or something like that.
36.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. That is, you're young, but like you look great. 36? Yeah. Damn, Fylisha, you look great. All right. So she's 36. I'm going to be 55 in April. But this, for Gen X people like myself, we know how, we look at this and I'm like, oh, it's a cassette. I'm going to go like this and open it up. Fylisha, she told me, and she's like, Lee, I struggled for like 20 minutes. I was trying to go like this and open it up. And for those people.
I literally was going to stick a butter knife in there and try to pop it open. It was real bad.
So the thing is, she did get it open up. This is called, the company is called Bumpbox, and we're going to leave a link for you guys to look at this stuff. But Bumpbox, but it's called a bump bank.
Yeah, because it's a power bank.
So this is the power bank. I'm going to do like a little commercial for it, stuff like that or whatever on some AI stuff. But it has all of the things you need as a power bank to, this is USB-C. And this is for the iPhone, for the normal iPhones that you guys have out there. Look at this. You can't probably see it, but we'll put a link in there.
But it has both chargers that work for all phones, basically.
And it has all of the anything else you want to put inside of here as well, like the USB-C.
If you press that button, it tells you the percentage.
Right here. And we had 100%. Yeah. And so there it is right there. I love gadgets. This is cute. I don't know if I was traveling with this, if I would just have this and this. I probably, because I want to be cool. She has got the sticker still here too as well. I'll be putting this all over my backpack. Guys, I think this is great. This is a power bank, called the Bump Bank. It's got 10,000 milliamps. And you guys, you got to check it out. This is a great color that she got. I really like this like baby blue. It's cute, or teal.
Yeah, they had a couple other colors, but I like the blue.
We're going to have a bunch of these, guys. So how much does this cost, actually?
Oh, that was a good question.
We'll put it up there.
I was like,
check
I
it out.
don't even remember. I can look it up. But
this is, guys, I've never, I could have this also in my bag. So a lot of you guys have backpacks when you're traveling and stuff like that. This could actually, you can plug this into your backpack and have this in the side. And it's lightweight. It feels super, it feels well made. It's great about TikTok, guys. I got these off.
$40 right now.
$40?
Like $10 off.
$40?
Yeah.
This is great. It's a 10,000 milliamp, which I can't implore to you guys right now. I have a 5,000 or 6,000 milliamp, but I've never seen of course we've seen a lot of these things, but a 10,000 milliamp for that price is great.
It'll charge my phone 2 to 3 times.
Really?
Yeah. So if I take it with me for the day, I'm good.
This is great. I know that a lot of you guys like when you have your phone, there's the other ones that plug on back like that. But I'm telling you right now, I have one of those and I bought it off TikTok and it was like $9 or whatever, or $10.
It makes your phone really hot.
It does.
It overheats.
And also, but it only just one time, barely. Like
Yeah.
they do 100%. So this is great because you can always have this 10,000 milliamps. Definitely going to give you 3 to 4 charges and also charge any other devices that you might need to do. So
it's really small too, so it fits great in my purse, my
that's what I'm saying.
backpack, my pocket.
And it's a cassette, guys. It looks like a
It's
cassette.
just cool.
It is very, very cool. So we'll put up a link. You'll see some commercials from us, you guys. Check them out. I just want to kind of.
I'll
Felicia's always getting cool
it's
stuff.
on Amazon too, so we'll do 2 different links.
Yeah. The Bump Bank. So that is the Bump Bank right there, you guys. I like it. There it is. Check it out.
So that was a random segue.
I'm sorry, it was a random segue, but we just had to kind of do that.
We're gonna start talking about some different stuff too, especially with you doing more ads. And we've got a few sponsors in the works. For
we do,
Missy on Purpose.
Did you want to talk about the other one, which is?
So it's actually over there.
I'm gonna grab it. You want to grab it?
I can grab it.
Okay. Perfect.
So we actually just partnered with Allie's End, which is Lisa, who was actually previously on the podcast. And so anyone needing supplements, as we talked about previously, they have really good ingredients. They really dived into making sure that this stuff is pure product and not a bunch of BS, which is really nice. This is the EAAs plus caffeine. They have EAAs without caffeine, and then they're making you a special.
They're making a Lee's grape or something like that. So
yeah, it's something like that. I still think it should have been called the Black Edition personally, but
I'm telling you,
just based on the episode,
it was. Yeah, you're right. Because I was like, black people like grape. We like some grape, but I'm telling you right now that this is a nice pre-workout,
and it's super smooth. The flavor is not overpowering, which is really nice for someone like me because I don't like stuff that's just like holy crap in your face. This
felt good. It didn't make me really itchy. This other stuff that I have is a little itchy, but it means it's working too as well. Do you feel itchy on this other one or no?
Oh, on that pre-workout?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's just BC. That's not a pre-workout.
This is not.
Does she have this
has caffeine in it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, perfect.
So if you don't want like the pre-workout jitters and stuff, like having just caffeine in your supplements, which you should be getting your EAs anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah. But we're partnering up with her. She's got a lot of products coming out with some more too. She said if there's anything anyone ever requests, we can always ask and they'll get it just like yours.
Yeah.
So which is super cool. And we have a promo code for 20% off her supplements. It's just Messy20. So if anybody's interested.
MESSY20, guys. You heard it here first. So yeah, we're going to have her back on the show again, and Allie's End. Yeah, it's great. She's got a great, wonderful story. Master trainer over here, and these two hit it off. I mean, you guys met, and
yeah. And then she comes over, and we didn't really have a plan. She thought we were doing a podcast, and I thought we were just doing some reels.
Oh, that's
and
right.
So we ended up talking for like an hour and a half or a couple hours or something.
Okay.
So yeah, no, it's really good, and we're gonna have her back on the podcast. We want to talk about kind of body dysmorphia because
that's a good one.
I mean, everyone struggles, not just females, but females mostly, I would say. But everyone struggles with that, even when you work out, even when you're really healthy. We all look in the mirror and we have days where we're like, I'm not good enough. I compare myself to other people. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. I mean, shoot, I nitpick at myself more than anyone even knows.
Yeah.
And like, I when I'm out and about, like I'm confident in who I am, but like, it doesn't mean I don't sit at home and look in the mirror and go, ugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you, I guess we'll talk, what do they say? Tie that. We'll get to that later, but I mean, like, I was going to say like more in depthly, but how do you get away from the yuck from yourself, and how do you love yourself a little bit more, to look at yourself to say, okay, how do you work on that?
I think you just in general have to like accept like you can't look like somebody else. You are who you are, and you're beautiful in who you are. And there are things that you can do to make things better. I think it's okay, like if somebody wants to change something, like I have fake boobs, like it's fine that I wasn't okay with my little titties. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
exactly.
And things like Botox and there's people that get nose jobs. Yes, I would never personally do that, but like if that makes them happier with themselves, let them do it. The BBLs, I think those are great for people that need it and want it, but like don't sell booty programs. You know what I mean? Like I think
there's a hypocrisy in sort of that. Like you say, I got this, now you can get that, and everyone's chasing something that's not even real. But if you're coming from a real perspective, I think that women and men, regardless of whatever that is, I think that you're able to, this life is not an easy one.
Yeah, and don't compare yourself to other people. You got to be okay with who you are as a person. And I think if you make small changes because that makes you feel better, great. I think a lot of people can be happy with who they are just by cleaning themselves up and doing what they can to best take care of themselves. I mean, there's things like putting lotion on that a lot of people are really bad about. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like, and there's little like cleaning your face, taking care of yourself. There's little things that you can do to make yourself feel better.
Absolutely.
That don't cost a ton.
No, for sure. I'm thinking about eyebrow threading because I don't have any eyebrows anymore.
There you go.
And also too, I'm thinking about, I have a friend, her name is Janelle Harris, and she was in one of my movies, and I won't mention what it was, but she was really great. And she's one of the top S&P So I'm thinking about getting S&P on my head, because, it's like a little bit of a shadow, basically. You've seen it before. It's a tattoo, basically, but it makes, I haven't had hair since I was like 26. So don't have any hair. But it would be nice to have like a little, it'd be nice to have a hairline again a bit, and not too much like a young kid's hairline, but like an older guy's hairline, but like just, kind of, it's a tattoo. It looks great. I'm glad I didn't get it when it first started, like 5-6 years ago.
Everything gets better.
Yeah. Because now it looks like actual, like my hair is just barely grown out, like for like maybe a day. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go to California and get that done.
If you want to fill in your eyebrows, I got a girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah. Cause I think when I look at myself, like I feel better. I mean, I don't have eyebrows now because it just doesn't grow as much or whatever, but it'd be nice to have some eyebrows, some darker eyebrows.
And she draws them on before she does anything.
Oh, she
She'll
does?
know what they'll look like.
Oh, that's
before.
great.
Yeah, so.
Wow. We got to talk about that. Have her on.
Oh, we already have her in the works.
Okay,
we just haven't
Excellent.
scheduled it yet because we have a lot of people interested in being on the podcast.
I know. Well, there's a lot of other transactional, well, not transactional, but more of like what do they call them? The ones that aren't in person that you have a lot of like 100 people or something like that.
That's a lot, but I'm talking about we have a lot of in-person ones.
Yeah, absolutely,
too, so,
absolutely.
Which is good. We've had a lot of interest, and we're just gonna try to do more in-person.
Yeah, because in person, just like the energy is different. I can be over there. I'm going to be over there. The person's going to be over sitting here when you're on the show. I'll be listening.
And then we'll have quite a few of just us talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it totally works.
It'll be a nice mix.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. And I think if you have anybody out there that is interested in, they have a messy life and, want to clean it up, they need to get on the show and talk about how messy their life is because that's what you're all about. That's why you developed this. Yeah.
And I mean, even if you're in the works of figuring out how to clean it up, I'm pretty good at figuring that out too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, if you got something interesting, it doesn't mean doesn't mean she's accepting everybody, but, if you've got a story or something like that,
Yeah, we're all for hearing about it.
Yeah.
See where it goes.
Yeah.
I've only recorded one podcast so far that I'm like, that's not making it to cut. So.
That's interesting. We won't talk about that, but
which isn't bad considering we have 69 scheduled out right now. So in the next month, that'll be about 69 released.
Wow! Congratulations on that.
So it's been a
it's been a lot of work. Yeah, it's
adventure.
I think a lot of people think that maybe they don't. I don't know if you guys know. Just the simplest things of just having one camera and how she cuts it together. She's learned a lot. They're hard to do because there's so much time that's putting them up and figuring things out, regardless however you're cutting them together, it's just a lot of work.
I mean, each podcast takes a while to do from start to finish because not only do we have to record it, which takes an hour plus in itself.
Right.
Now you end up, especially with these ones now, you're putting the audio together, then sending it to me.
Yep.
Then I'm doing edits to it to add the intro, the outro, lighting and cropping and all of that stuff. And then I have to download it, which takes time.
Yeah.
And then once it's downloaded, I have to upload it everywhere, write the descriptions, write the titles. We have to put it on the website. We have to cut it into clips, edit the clips, and then schedule out all the clips.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But do you know what I'm doing right now?
What?
I just finished like the little quick free version of the podcast, how to make a podcast with little budget, and then I'm making a book to go with it to go more in detail.
Oh, dope!
And so it's in the works.
Okay.
But I will have a book that I'm putting together on how to do a podcast the most efficient way and the most budget friendly way possible.
That's awesome.
Because a lot of people want to start them, but they never know where to start.
Yeah, and even just a one person deal too as well. I mean, like these microphones are like, I can't believe how cheap they are, and they sound great. And it's going straight to CapCut and all the. I won't give those secrets, but yeah, there's a lot of little things you can do. I mean, this Action 5 that's on there, that's pretty cheap. And I know you have a cell phone, probably a cell phone version. I think the Action 5 is like $300 or something like that, and then the lights and just how to set it up, it'd be great for people just kind of.
So it's just like going to be like a little guide to help people get started because I mean, if you want to do it, you can do it. You don't need a lot of equipment.
No, you don't. No, it's great.
You do need a lot of time.
Yes. And also, Sue, I don't know if, if you're, you need a lot of time.
Well, and I mean, maybe you're not doing it as frequent, but for me, I think having a deadline every single week is really important. It's a good way to stay consistent with something. If you're kind of all over the place where you do, like 3 or 4 podcasts this week and then you just kind of release them all, but then you don't do any for months, people lose interest, they lose traction. But having something consistent to look at every single day, I mean, I've proven that with my social media. There's people that are like, oh yeah, you post a lot, I see your stuff all the time. It'll be somebody I met once, but they aren't going to forget me if they add me on Instagram.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what these codes, Messy on 20 comes out, and for the bump bank and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I think that, yeah, I like the bump bank. That's...
I knew you'd think that was cool.
I like technology stuff and little things like that. And TikTok Shop is just kind of cool. I got these sweats on there. I got 3 pairs of sweats for like $18. And because I wanted some with zippers if I travel. Yeah. I necessarily want to be in jeans all the time, but I can't travel with open pockets because something will fall out. But with something like this, they're inexpensive and you can just, I don't know, it's kind of fun. Yeah. Exactly.
If I would have knew you were coming in sweats, I would have kept my gym clothes on.
I know, right? Well, that's what I got caught last time because I'm like, wait a minute. You were all cozy and was like, man. So I just came
All right, we need to coordinate better.
I know. That's what we
learned.
Yeah, let me know next time.
For guests, we'll dress up like nicer. And then when it's just us, let's do gym clothes.
Yeah, perfect. That I like that. That's easy.
That makes it a lot easier.
Awesome. Yeah, no. And then also, too, we got my little setup over there, so we're ready to go with all that.
With for you to with the guests.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
We haven't officially, so the one with Lisa, we didn't quite catch you on
camera. That's okay. But you hear me. Wait, is that one out yet? Or is that because it's coming out?
That one released this week.
Oh, that's dope. Okay, cool. I can't wait to see those. Yeah. It's going to be great. And they can find we're all over the place, right? I mean, all of the podcasts?
Yep, every platform.
That's great. Wait, I saw something on Netflix. Netflix has podcasting on there now too. I
looked up how to get on there.
Oh, you did? I knew you were gonna pop it. Yeah, that'd be great.
But you have to be
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not there yet.
So we're working on it though, because we're gonna try to do more in person, make this the theme, and
this is great.
Be more consistent with the production, and because I think the virtual ones hurt a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. So. Yeah, because consistency between their sound and your sound you sound great, but they sound maybe terrible, or maybe they sound good sometimes.
And even the video, though. I mean, typically most people are really close to the camera, and then I'm back, and it just doesn't match.
Yeah, it looks crazy, but
they're still really good podcasts.
Yeah,
it's just
absolutely. So we're going to kind of go off of those, wean those down to being more in person. So if you're in the Vegas area and you want to be on Messy on Purpose, holler at your girl and put it inside the comments. Or if you know somebody too as well.
Or you just get to hear us talk.
So. That's exactly, and it's always fun. We'll be, I have to see a movie this week, and we know we're getting close to the hour and stuff like that, but I won't talk too much about anything. I haven't seen anything yet. Oh, I did see something, and this is my movie review.
Okay.
I think it's like an 8.5 out of 10. It was funny. It was called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. It's about AI. It's about this one instance where this guy comes from the future. He goes to a cafe or a diner and goes, I have a bomb in my hand. Nobody's leaving. You knuckleheads, I'm going to figure this out. There's a combination between you guys here, and I've been here over 250 times or something like that, over and over again, because it hasn't worked out. So this time I'm going to choose. He chooses these different people in order to stop this AI that's being built. That's going to be this master computer. It is a great film. Like I said, 8.5 out of 10, maybe about a 9. It's funny. Okay. It's really funny. So it's out now.
He had to add the funny because he knows that's the only way to get me to watch.
Yeah, exactly. No, so yeah, but you might watch it at home at some point. But it's not. It's still at the theaters. It came out last week. I saw it. I was really happy that I did see it. And on my list, either today or tomorrow, I'm going to see Crime 101 with Halle Berry and Thor and Chris Hemsworth. I was going to say Liam, that's his brother, but Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, so he plays Thor. Cool. But yeah, they got a cool little movie, so I'm going to check that out. So yeah, that's my movie review for
movie update.
Good luck, have fun, don't die. So yeah, check it out. You'll like it. Anything else on our list?
I don't think we really came much prepared, so I don't have too much.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to have some good guests coming on soon, and we're going to get that scheduled. We'll have more of a topic base next week. Mm-hmm. I think this was just us jumping back in, but
yeah, it's perfect.
You'll start seeing me and Lee on a weekly basis.
Yeah. We didn't do that for 2 weeks because my car was like kind of just,
yeah.
It's just, you guys, It's just cars, when they don't work, sometimes are just bad. And then you have to take them somewhere, and then people are lying. I took it to the Finley Toyota, and it was just interesting to say the least. But I don't know. I think the car's fixed now, but I've drove it off the lot 2 times, and they said it was fixed. And then before you know it, it's making the noise again. And then $2,400 later that I spent, which is not bad for a car that I haven't spent any money on like 3 years, but it just was, it's just disheartening. It was like, guys, you said there's no leaks here. It was like, it hasn't leaked. I'm like, yeah, because you haven't had the car overnight. So, but the car's driving great right now, so I'm happy.
That's good.
But here's the bad thing about it, my last little thing. This is what's diabolical. The fact that they've seen me twice, I spent $2,400. These guys from Finley Toyota called me from the sales place and said, we think you're ready for another car because we heard from the service guys that your car's not doing great. Well, first off, fix my goddamn car before you come at me right now to ask me to buy another car. Fylisha, yesterday, you should have seen my face.
You know why? Because they can get you to trade that in and give you nothing for it. Because they could say that something's wrong with it. But
the fact that they didn't even fix my car yet, they called me at 9 o'clock in the morning before their service place opens up. They have my car and like, hey, what? What kind of racket are you guys running right now?
They're probably low on sales, so they're doing anything they can.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Them tariffs are hurting because, man, only people that, I was looking at some cars because Japanese and Chinese cars through the roof. Like, there's no way I'm going to pay $70,000 or $80,000 for. And I know that there's some 4Runners that are totally worth it out there, but this is ridiculous. They should be more like priced at $50,000, but they're like $20,000 over. So Hyundai, they said, you know what? We want to be here in America and we want to make some money. We're going to eat the tariffs. Come buy a car. I can get a brand new Hyundai Ioniq 5, either fully electric or hybrid for $28,000. Brand new. And this car is amazing. And then the following year just before that, $22,000 for pretty much a brand new car. That's sitting on a lot. Yeah.
But you got reliability in your Toyota. You just got to stay on top of
I'm staying on top
things.
No, absolutely. No, I like not having car payment. That's why I didn't buy anything. But that's why I was like, he showed me another 4Runner that was had 90-something thousand miles on it. And it was black. And the color doesn't matter to me. But the fact it was a 4-banger, all these 4-bangers, 4-cylinder, and it was running like shit. It was crazy. It was terrible compared to mine. Mine's old, but I don't care. It's got a great engine in it, as Justin said. It's got the V8. Yeah, it's totally reliable, so I'm good with that. So I'm going to stay in my lane. I like the fact that I'm not having a car payment. So, yeah. That's it.
I got a car payment, and it ain't pretty.
Yeah, car payments are, they are what they are. It is what it is. Sometimes you have to have them, but I'm glad I bought the little car, back when I did.
We're getting ready to get rid of the Raptor, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just want to
where's
get
the
rid of
Raptor?
the payment.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know the Raptor. That's a nice truck.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's really nice. I'm really sad to get rid of it, but.
But, yeah. But you're like happy about the
payment going away would be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Well, maybe we can have a car person on here explaining how to buy a car and how not to. I mean,
Justin?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I forgot. Yeah, Justin. I love Carvana because I just say this one last thing. This is a plug for Carvana. And I know you guys hate them or not, whatever. I've bought 3 cars from them, and I love the fact that I don't have to haggle and feel like I'm being cheated by somebody. The price is the price.
See, we work a little differently.
So I like that.
Because you got to be able to negotiate.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And you can't with them.
No, yeah, but if you can look at Kelley Blue Book and say, hey, this is what the car's worth. But I'm just saying, like, negotiating with like how Justin does it with an outside buyer and stuff like that is perfect. But I'm saying when you go to the lot.
Have you ever been to Echo Park? That's probably the scammiest feeling one.
No.
And the reason is they hide in the back. So they have this almost like a daycare feeling center thing in the front, right? Okay. Where everybody sits and they come out to you and then go back into the back. And we, Justin got into it with the sales guy there, or not the sales guy, the finance guy there. And he hid in the back. And we came back because there was an issue with we bought this car and it smelled really bad and we were supposed to take care of it and they didn't and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And, they ended up getting into it and he hid from us, but accidentally came out and then ran to the back because he seen us.
Really?
Yeah. It's awful. It just seems like I get where people who don't really think about it and just don't want that sales feeling or whatever when they buy a car is comfortable with that.
Right.
But I'm not comfortable with that because I feel like you're hiding something if that's how it's set up.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And I told the person, I remember buying a new car one time. I told the sales guy, I said, if you go back, I'm going to give you one time to pretend like you're going to go back and talk to somebody. I said, do that one more time. Watch what happens. I'm going to be out. I'm not putting up with this. Don't go, Lee, and I keep saying your name over it. Fylisha, if I can make this one thing and they start, underlining, can this price work in my gut? You're going to try to work your own little magic about
well, that's
APR.
All they just change the little packages to make it look like, well, if you add this package, then we can lower
Yes.
this. And it's just moving the numbers around.
That's all it is. Yeah. It's the same damn thing. You end up paying more. So anyway, we're going to have Justin in the seat. Get Justin in the hot seat if we can.
We'll get him on eventually.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be hilarious.
If I'm ever desperate, he'd come on. So.
Has he ever been on the show?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's a must. It has to happen.
Well, we know how much he loves to talk. But if we're talking about his subject,
that's what I'm saying.
We'll be good.
That's what I'm saying.
So, yeah.
So educate some people on cars and buying things and stuff like that would be great. So
we'll see if we can get him on.
Yeah, perfect.
We'll try to talk him into it.
Well,
I think that's it. All right.
Stay messy, people.
Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye. That's awesome. No, we have to get